her fat ass friend comes over. Not like large, fat, broad friend. No, her friend with a fat ass comes over. Oh no, are you okay? Thank you for helping my friend. However, can we pay you? Repay you? You can suck on my dong. Hello and welcome to yet another installment of the Rambles podcast. We are your hosts. I'm Grandpa Strange. With me as always is Nerd Nasty and Funktastic.
So,
What's going on?
What's going on, fellas? So, you guys ever heard of clay pot cooking other than when I mentioned it before we started recording?
never heard of it.
Have not.
I
Okay,
assume
well,
it's cooking with a clay pot.
Yeah, inform.
yes. So basically what you do is you take a uncured clay pot, you put whatever you're going to cook in it, you seal it, bury it, and then stick hot coals on top of it. Kind of like a pig roast, a pork roast.
Right.
You know, where they do those giant... Yeah, where they bury a pig and then cover it in hot coals and shit. Hot rocks and all that kind of goodness.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So you do that for like 12 hours. Then you bust open the top and you pour your little food out. It seems to be from the reading and shit, because I don't know where I found this. I really couldn't tell you, but it seems like it's like a Asian thing, Eastern European thing. I don't know.
I think I remember from history class, Native Americans did that kind of stuff, cooked in like big clay pots.
I think more like that just sounds like more Aztec-y or Mayan to me.
Maybe it is multicultural.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
Well,
it's a thing.
Well, what I'm talking about, I don't know. I mean, Google at the fingertips. You know what I mean?
maybe.
I don't think you know what I mean.
Yep.
But,
So
South
clay-
Asia, China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Philippines, Indonesia, Ethiopia, Morocco,
So
Germany,
a lot.
Spain, Italy, South... Okay, so yeah, it does seem to be just a multicultural thing.
Pretty multicultural.
Yeah.
Huh.
But,
I bet
I
it's
don't know,
delicious.
I know, right?
yeah.
I bet the
Slow
meat is
cooking.
just so tender.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the loss... And it's supposed to be... the fat in it is... like, the fat content is supposed to be almost nullified because the way that it's cooked. I don't know how that works, but that's apparently how it works. Plus, there's no loss of moisture because it's stuck in a fucking clay pot. But
That hasn't
what
been
I'm
fired.
talking about is like you make a carafe for like a single serving, and then you seal said carafe, and then you stick it in a hole, and then cover it in hot coals. And it just cooks like that. I'm not
Would-
talking about like sticking like an actual clay pot on top of a fire.
So, for people who don't know what a carafe is, you should probably explain that. I'll let you go ahead and take that one.
When you go to a restaurant and they bring you out that pouring thing full of orange juice or water, or it's
Oh,
yeah, it's another name. It's a fancy name for a pitcher.
okay, yeah.
That's a
I've
carafe.
always called it a pitcher. Mine were always made out of plastic, though, so maybe that's why.
Carafes aren't made of plastic.
So it's a fancy pitcher.
It's a not plastic pitcher. I guess.
Ooh,
Fuck if
look
I
at
know.
this guy with this carafe. Yeah, he's got other materials other than plastic. He thinks he's a hot shot.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm. My ego grows by the day. The less plastic that I have in my life, I find myself looking down farther and farther. Looking farther and farther down my nose, with the less plastic I have in my life.
Yeah. Plastic's not good for you. I mean, you know. It's
Especially if you're eating
pretty
hot
nasty
food out of it.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Microwaving like that thin Tupperware.
Yeah, that's so bad for you.
Dude, people at my work will microwave styrofoam. What are you doing?
Do you smack those people? Because if you
No.
don't, you need to.
Nah, I let them do it. Something about Darwinism or something.
I
like
was
that.
about to say, yeah, that's
Just let it sort
Darwin.
itself out.
Ah, man.
Darwin at his finest.
You know, you're gonna do what you're gonna do.
Yeah, just let it sort itself out. It'll figure it out one day.
Yeah.
Or we'll just separate into two different species.
Oh yeah. I've seen some pretty scientific cartoons cover that a few times. Futurama covered that. I believe Rick and Morty also covered
Oh,
that.
fuck.
Listen, I'm just saying that they covered it, all right? I'm not trying to take a stance on Rick and Morty.
I can't bring myself. Well, I'm taking a stance on Rick and Morty right now because I can't bring myself to like Rick and Morty anymore because the super fans, the neckbeards after the whole, hey
The
Morty,
sauce
can you
thing.
hand me that god over there? After they took that as scripture, Rick and Morty was made to make fun of fan bases like the fan base for Rick and Morty has become.
Yeah,
Yep.
but
The
people,
people
do
making-
that.
Huh?
That's just people though. People are gonna do that with stuff.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, no, but there's millions of people in the world, billions of people in the world.
I was
People are
about
gonna
to say
do
your
that.
number sounds a little short.
I mean, there is millions of people in the world.
No. There
There
are
is.
billions of
Yeah,
there's
it's true.
billions
There
of
are.
people in the world.
There are millions though, too.
Like, it takes lots of millions to make billions.
I guess thousands of billions.
Yeah.
There are
Thousands
there
of
are
billions.
There's
about
definitely not.
7,000 million people in
I was
the
gonna
world.
say you said billions a couple times in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7,000. Actually, there's probably closer to 8,000 million by now.
Fuck, man. We're
People
so
like
fucked.
sex.
We have to start expanding to the stars. And I don't
Right.
even care who goes where anymore.
Did you see that scientists made an atom travel faster than light?
No,
Yeah, they did recently. Yep.
really.
Yep. It's like 20 nanoseconds faster than light.
How would they measure that? That would literally travel through time.
Hmm?
That would
No,
literally
they
travel
measured
through
they
time.
measured the speed of the particle from one distance to another distance, and then they put that into the equation of how fast light traveled from each distance. So they measured through I think it was like I want to say it was like a mile long thing.
It was from one city to another city.
Yeah, it was from one city to another.
It was a pretty far distance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking sweet.
Right? That
Yeah.
means we're one step closer to super fast travel. Hey,
Faster than light travel, but yeah.
I mean, that's super fast. Anything faster
Fair
than
enough.
what we currently go is super fast.
Yo,
I'm just-
some of the
Super fast.
speeds that we've got now, just in cars. Speaking of, hold on, I'll get to this in a second. Just in cars are super fast.
Well, yeah. Like
Now-
they've gone what? How fast on land? Like 700?
I have no fucking idea, bro. But I want to say, I don't know if they're just the super exotics or if it's the Indy 500 cars, but there's a couple cars that I happened to stumble upon while I was on Twitter last night that don't have a starter.
There's what?
They
The
just
cars go without a starter. They just start. I don't know how it works.
I don't either, but it does make sense that would be the direction that cars would go. You don't even have to start them. You just get in and just vroom.
Yeah.
Like auto verifies that you're the right person to be using it.
So
If somebody's borrowing your car, you can get on your phone, get on your app, your car app. I'm just gonna let this guy.
But
use my
see,
car.
it doesn't make sense to me because the vehicle is not always going to be on. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Right,
it
but,
has
like-
to have an on-off position, and once you go from 0 to 1, that is a start.
More like
Well-
from park to drive.
my buddy has a keyless entry on his car, and it starts without him putting a key in. But he doesn't even. He just has to push a button, but it's something in his
Well,
pocket.
yeah, but that's got a starter.
Well, I get that, but I'm saying if it's an electrical car, you can walk up, hit on, and the car's on, and you can go.
Yeah, but it still
Like,
has
that's
to
how an
start.
electric.
You know what I'm? Yeah, I don't know,
I'm just
man.
saying, if it's fully electric, like runs off an electric powered engine that doesn't have a start up, it just is like when it's on and going. You know what I mean?
I might have I guess I just might have misread what I was reading. Yeah.
So you're
I might
saying
have-
like I think
You don't have to push a button or anything to get it to go.
it's
you
a
just sit
different
in the
kind
car
of
and it-
engine.
Starts going.
Yeah, the dude got in and pushed the accelerator and it just went.
Yeah, it could just be some kind of like in your pocket when you sit down or something.
Maybe.
Or put it from
And it reads
or put
that
it
it's
from
in the
park to
car.
drive,
Yeah. Yeah, put it from park to drive something, and it turns the electric car on, maybe.
Probably. But this is an Indy
Because
500.
electric cars are crazy.
But this was an Indy 500 car.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. You know the really, like, the motorcycle races they do overseas that they're, like, flying through neighborhoods and shit?
Sure.
Like country roads and...
Yeah,
have you
yeah.
ever, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, they changed the bikes from being gas powered to electric, and they can go faster for longer, and it's quieter. They had to actually make the bikes make some sort of noise so people could hear them coming.
That's stupid.
Yeah,
They should've
it's
made it like-
crazy, and they are flying through neighborhoods.
Should have made it like ducks or like something crazy. Yeah. Just coming. down. What is
they should have
that?
done the card and the spokes trick.
I kind of want to look that up.
Yeah. Let's see.
But
They should have.
sorry, my allergies are really bad. It rained hella hard last night and yesterday. Oh God, speaking of raining, I was driving home from the distillery yesterday, and on my drive it started to sprinkle, and I was like, say what? So I broke out my phone, opened up the NOAA app, and was like, oh, it's supposed to rain. All right, that's fine. Closed it, set my phone down. Then it started to shit. And I'm talking about, like,
Poop falling from the sky?
yeah, I could not see the car in front of me anymore. And we weren't, when it started to rain like this, we weren't but a car lengths apart. Maybe 10 feet apart. I guess it would be a little longer than that. Maybe 15 feet, 20 feet apart. And then it started to rain so hard I couldn't see him anymore.
Jeez.
And then
Yep.
The rain let up a little bit, and I had to drive for 10 minutes through the fucking hail.
That sucks.
Oh,
I hate driving in the hail.
Did your car have a bunch of damage?
No, none.
Nice.
Was it
Look,
big hail or was it just kind of small?
I would say garbanzo bean size hail.
Okay.
I think you just wanted to say garbanzo bean.
Chickpea size hail.
Okay,
It's
I know what
small.
you're talking about. Yeah, fairly
It's like
small.
it's about a dime.
Yeah.
Not
So like 8 to 10 millimeters.
Not
Yeah.
anything that you would possibly play a sport with. Golf ball, tennis ball,
Baseball.
softball,
correct.
Basketball.
basketball.
The diameter.
The end of the world.
It's the diameter of an XLR cable. Like the
Yep.
diameter of the tip of an XLR cable.
Just the tip.
Just the tip.
Hmm.
That's about how big it was.
Which tip, the male or the female?
They're the same fucking size.
Yeah, but which tip though?
So anyways, I was on Pornhub yesterday.
Skirting that question.
Going straight into this one. All right.
Oh, so I looked up these electric bikes, right?
Yeah.
And it sounds like remote control cars,
Oh, that's stupid. That's dumb.
but they're going like 200 miles an hour.
I don't care.
Wee.
I don't care how fast they're going.
Do they make funny sound?
I would hope so. I hope they're making any kind of sound if they sound like electric car, remote control cars. Otherwise, that would
It really does.
Save that link.
post the
We'll
link in the
post it.
Discord.
Yeah. It makes a what I can tell is a high pitched squeal kind of noise.
Which one do I put it in? Which one do I put it
In the do it in the
Doesn't
public.
matter.
Do it in notifications.
In notifications.
Yeah.
Hey guys, you should know about these electric bikes.
Oh, yeah,
This
'cause I'm
is-
gonna send it to anyone
just
that's
in
in the
case.
Discord.
That is where that needs to be. Is in the notifications.
Is that where I should have put all the pictures of poop?
No, that goes in general.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't put it in general either. Oh,
You
yeah.
did put it in general.
Yeah, I did put it in general.
As you scroll through turds.
I clicked over
Turds
to
and
general and scrolled up and was like, "Oh, dogs. Oh, me. Oh, fuck Manila. Oh, man, shit. Those are piles of shit. Those are poop, and that's Manila, and then it's me.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah, we've got a semi set up Discord. Listeners, our Discord is kind of set up.
Yeah,
I say-
it's got some work applied to it, you know.
Yeah, well, the bare minimum amount of work applied to it.
Work nonetheless.
You know, I mean, it's
The
work
website is
work.
actually,
Yeah.
guys, the website is coming along pretty well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I really think I'll have it done by next week. That's a
Nice.
lie because I'm leaving on Wednesday to go to Backwoods. Ayo! I can't wait for that. Yeah,
I'm super
dude.
stoked. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I hope it doesn't rain on you guys.
It might. It very well might. It's been very rainy in this little mid section of the America.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be
Yeah.
surprised if it rained, and it's on top of a mountain.
We had tornado warnings yesterday, and so did Mulberry Mountain.
Yep. Chris really likes bringing up tornadoes because he knows that I'm terrified of
He
them.
absolutely freaks out about it.
Move to Dallas. You don't have to worry about tornadoes.
You don't have to worry about them too much in Tulsa, where we're at. It's just literally all around us.
Well, Dallas, you'd never have to worry about them.
Do you say that? Don't say never.
Yeah.
I will put my life on it. I will.
So if a tornado is about to hit Dallas, you are going to run into that tornado.
No, if a tornado hits Dallas, I will live stream my
Yeah, don't live stream your execution or something. No,
my
just- no,
self-hanging.
No, you need to run into the tornado.
No.
I will live
that's-
stream
that's-
I will live stream that.
Live stream running into the tornado.
Yeah.
Yes.
Say, I was wrong. I was wrong. And then sprint straight into the
Nobody will
tornado.
understand, and they'll be forced to listen to our podcast. We got listeners, boys.
Now we just
I
gotta
will
hope
live
for a
stream it.
tornado hitting
I'll
Dallas.
live stream it to the channel.
Yep, just gotta hope for a tornado in Dallas. James will run into it.
Yep.
I will definitely. Yeah, I'll run into it.
Lizard people, if you're listening, if you can make a tornado happen in Dallas, that'd be great. Thank you.
That's fucked. You want James to die?
No? Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, that's
never
kind of
mind.
fucked up, bro. I thought we were tight.
Yeah,
Well-
I forgot the point. I forgot the point.
You just got excited for the views, and you were like, "Yeah, but fuck it, man, fuck it."
It's like anything for the views, bro. Anything for the views.
That's messed up.
Also, our Patreon is set up. Patreon.com// the Rambles podcast.
You
That is
fucking
up and
sellout.
running. The RSS feed is coming along as well. I'm talking to a few different companies to see what we can get figured out, shopping around. That should be up by the end of summer, I think. I really think we will have that up and going by the end of summer. Because I really want to get this. I really want to get our podcast on Spotify. We can get it. I'm pretty sure we can get it on iTunes with little to no issue. Spotify is a different story, and there's a lot of Android users out there who obviously don't use iTunes for very obvious reasons. So, that's in the works. Like I said last weekend, I believe the week before. So,
It was one of those.
Yep.
plus
I've
I want to listen to our own show when I'm at work. I'm tired of only listening to it at home on YouTube. I don't know about
Listen
you
to
guys.
it at work on YouTube.
Huh?
Listen to it at work on YouTube.
I can't because the second I put my phone in my pocket, my phone locks itself. And then YouTube turns off. And I'm not about to pay for YouTube fucking Red because every other app can run in the background except for YouTube, apparently. But I can run YouTube in the background just fine at home. I can be on Reddit looking at pictures of boobies and listening to the podcast. You know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to build up my boobies portfolio.
Your boobies portfolio, huh?
Has
By-
it made it to portfolio status?
By portfolio, I mean I've got a folder on in my documents folder labeled boobies.
Is it just pictures of boobies?
Yes.
Nice.
I've also got one labeled butts, which is pictures of fine booties. What, man? I've got no shame about it. I like nice butts, and I like nice boobies. As does every man. As does every broad.
It's
All
true.
broads love nice boobs and love nice butts.
It's true.
Find me one woman that says otherwise, I'll tell her to her face she's a goddamn lie.
Yup.
Everybody likes nice boobs. Everybody likes nice butts.
Yeah.
Human
It's just
nature.
how the world works.
Yeah. Personally, more of a boob man. Like me some boobies.
I'm an ass man. Like that booty.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Both of y'all are ass men?
Oh yeah.
I think being an ass man goes back to our primitive stages when we were walking on all fours.
Don't care.
Well, no, I'm just saying because that's what you looked at.
Yeah.
You know, you're on all fours,
ass.
you're walking around, all you do is look at ass.
That ass.
It's true, I guess.
I'm evolutionarily superior than you guys because I like tits.
I mean, it's not that I don't like
That's
tits.
fucked.
It's just
I like tits more. Let me put it that way.
I don't know if you can just stand there and say that statement.
Stand
I
where
don't
and say
know.
what statement?
There and that statement. I think it's obvious. I don't think you can just say, "Oh, hey, I like this or that more than you guys." It's impossible to know
yeah.
who likes what more. That is
Well,
an opinion.
if you say you're an
That is-
ass man, that means you like ass over boobs. I'm a
Right, but what's
boobs guy.
to say? What's to say? I don't like boobs more than you like boobs, but I just like ass more than that.
I promise you don't like boobs more than me, bro.
Well,
You will never come close to how much I love titties. I
I
love
don't know.
boobs
I
are
like
the
me some
second
boobies.
are my second love.
What's your first?
That's none of your fucking business. That's a little too personal. I don't feel I'm ready. We're only on episode 9. I don't feel I'm ready to give that information out to the listeners yet.
You already told them you masturbate everywhere you sleep.
So that's not my first love. I've got nothing to hide there.
His first love was the other booby.
the other teeth.
It's the left one.
One teat over the other.
Yeah.
Anyways. I'm evolutionarily superior to you guys, is all I'm saying. That's the whole reason I brought that up.
I think we've about milked that topic. Beat it with a dead horse. How about that?
Oh, no. I still got more. So,
Oh, yeah.
there's a playmate. I'm trying to think of her name. An Instagram model who I want to say she's got like 34 E's, natural 34 E's. And she was running on the beach. And while she was running, she went to go finish out her morning jog with a sprint. And as she went to start her sprint, her boob came up and smacked her in the face and damn near knocked her out. Friends and family said she was running, went to sprint, and then that boob came up, hit her in the face, and knocked her into the fucking water. And she thought she was gonna drown because of the waves, the way the waves were crashing around her. Those are some boobies.
Oh man, I wish I could have seen it. Honestly, I wish I could have seen that.
Hey,
That's pretty
do a Google search later. I'm sure there's a video somewhere.
You think there's a video of it?
Oh yeah, it's the fucking internet, dude. Somebody was like, "Hey, yo, bruh, look at that bitch over there. She's got giant tits. Let's video record her running." Somebody on the beach was like, "Hey, yo, bro, let's record that big-breasted woman jogging, taking her healthy morning jog down the beach with her
Titties
giant
to the face.
yeah." And then they were like, "Yo, did you see her? She got hit in the face with a tit. Her own."
Yeah. There's
That's
about
insane.
six creeps per 100 feet at the beach. I just looked it up on Google. So, six creeps per 100 feet. That's plenty of area to record
Yeah.
some chick running on the beach.
Someone got some boobies.
Yeah, most definitely. Somebody got a
sounds-
picture of it.
It sounds like the beginning of a bad 80s porno. Like some chicks running along the beach.
Oh,
and her
no.
boob hits her in the face.
Are you okay? Help. I saw you get hit by your tit in the face. Here, let me massage that for you.
Boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, chicka, boom, boom. Oh, yeah.
Here, we gotta get this top off. You can't breathe. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then it's boobs go spilling everywhere. Yeah. I would masturbate to that. Her fat ass friend comes over. Not like large fat broad friend. No, her friend with a fat ass comes over. "Oh no, are you okay? Thank you for helping my friend. However, can we repay you? You can suck on my dong."
Oh, what the hell?
Then they look at each other with that goofy ass porno smile, and they're like, "All right." And then they proceed to suck dong. And then it's just your
Stop.
stereo. Then it's your stereotypical female, male porno. The friend with the fat ass sits on old dude's face while big titty broad tit fucks old dude.
All right, then.
That's how that porno would play out, I think.
Thank you, James. I needed that thorough play-by-play.
He's over here crying.
Yeah. The dog's wondering if I'm okay. I'm fine. That was funny. Yeah, that's what that story reminds me of. An old 80s porno.
Yeah.
Yeah.
However, can we repay you? You can suck on my dong. That was good.
There's the cold intro.
Oh, yeah. So,
That might run people off, though, so I would.
not any more than our first
I guess
episode.
that's true. I masturbate everywhere I sleep.
Yeah, that kind of
James.
defined our genre.
Yeah.
Not family friendly.
Yeah. Listen, if you guys are coming for a family friendly podcast, you might want to turn around on the
If they-
second word.
If they came for a family friendly podcast, they would be already changing it. Like way before right now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Or they stumble upon in this episode and they're like, "Man, there's kind of a lot of swearing in this, but I think I'm okay."
And
And
they
then I
skip halfway
vividly-
through it, and you're over here
Yeah,
saying,
and then I
however can we repay you?
you can suck on my dong.
You might put in the description not family friendly.
Fuck that noise.
Oh.
I would rather you put that in the description.
No, I'm not about to put not family friendly, because find me a podcast that is family friendly.
There's lots of them.
All right,
Okay.
remember to direct your hate mail at Grandpa James.
Yeah, that is Grandpa James.
Grandpa
We're
James,
sorry for
Grandpa
your
James
6-year-old
at
just hearing the word
gmail.com. Please
dong.
feel free to email me with any complaints that you have, and I will be sure not to read them. Make sure that the
Alright.
subject line says complaint, and then whatever the brief description of your complaint is. And based on that, you will or will not receive an email. There is a 75% chance that you will not receive an email, purely based on the fact that I don't care what you think, which is why I described the opening to an 80s porno in pretty descriptive detail and very well, I would have to say. I think I did a pretty good job of planting the image of some broad with a fat ass and some other broad with big titties fucking some dude after the big titty broad knocked herself out with a tit. Think I did a pretty good job of that.
You know,
Everybody
if it was
is
the
still
80s,
everybody is
I would
still
tell
watching
ya.
that porno in their mind.
yeah. If it was the 80s, I would tell you you should go seek out a job in Silicon Valley. You know what I mean?
Why?
It was
Because
pretty
my
good. That's-
imagination is fantastic.
That plot was very thick. You know?
I don't know how.
They had
I
a
don't know what kind of
thick plot.
presence the porn industry has in Silicon Valley, though.
I don't need. I
Make it.
Oh, I just thought it was Silicon Valley, like silicone,
That's what I said.
like fake titties.
Yeah.
So it's like
Sorry. That. Anyways.
it's kind of similar.
Yep.
Porn
I
industry.
totally missed. Yeah, I totally missed
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
I've been
I mean,
awake
it
since
is-
5:30. I've had a lot of coffee. I've had a little bit of food, and
See-
okay. Hold on.
I need to hook up my soundboard so that I can have sound effects. Cause right there, I would have started hitting the choo choo sound effect for the excuse train
Yeah.
that just rolled
yeah.
into the station. Scoot, scoot. All aboard. James now boarding the excuse train.
Yes. Yo, I'll set up my my controller,
And we need
my MIDI controller.
I've got one. An button.
So do I.
So we can insert us for James. He'll
Insert
be like,
us.
I'll put a bunch of us on there.
Just go back through the episode and soundbite all the and ums.
Yeah. So I can like play a
No.
song with it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. And every time we hear you say it, we can just hit the button.
I forgot to pee before we started this.
What happened to the catheter you put in?
I pulled it out because it was uncomfortable.
Yeah, sure. Likely story.
That's the worst reason to pull out a catheter.
Look, I don't know if you guys are any kind of mildly aware of what a catheter feels like.
Yeah.
But when
Hey,
I was a wee
catheter
lad,
being uncomfortable, a catheter being uncomfortable is the worst reason to pull out a catheter, because the reason it's in you is so you're not pissing on yourself, which is far more uncomfortable, I'm sure.
I don't know. I've never peed myself. That's a lie.
That's
Okay. All right. So
When I was about 15, this is the reason I can't take NyQuil or Benadryl anymore. When I was about 15, I took your standard dose, just whatever the regular dosage is for NyQuil. I took that and went to bed and woke up in the middle of the night because I had pissed myself in my sleep. I wet the bed at 15 years old.
idiot.
Yeah. And I'll never make that fucking mistake again. I don't care what the doctor says. Hey, so, Grandpa, before you go to sleep, take this prescription Benadryl. Why don't you fuck yourself, Doc? I'm not taking that because I don't know
I'm
how
a
many.
grown man.
I'm a grown
And
ass
I'm not
man, and you're
peeing
not
the
gonna tell
bed.
me how the fuck to live my life. What the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm your doctor. Fair point, but still, I'm not gonna take that because I pissed myself when I was 15.
Did it scar you? Were you at a sleepover?
No, I was at home. I pissed my bed. Even worse.
It would have been a more interesting story if you were at a sleepover taking NyQuil, though. Yeah, you were trying to get all fucked up, 15 years old, taking some NyQuil. Didn't work, just pissed the bed.
All right, well, I gotta do something about this full bladder of mine, otherwise I am gonna piss myself again while I'm awake.
Find a cup.
Oh, so here we go. Leaving the studio.
Yep, leaving the studio for the
Once
second
again,
time. Just like
Right in
last
the middle
week.
of a podcast.
Right
Yeah.
in the middle. Right in the middle of the podcast.
Right-
You guys
right in the middle.
You guys hold it down. Talk about something. Talk about
You're
how
probably-
a Swedish sub beat the entire U.S. Navy during a training exercise. Oh, not too long ago, actually. And then I'll come back
I'm
and
not
tell
doing
you that
that.
you're wrong.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
All right. So he'll probably come back and the podcast is going to be over, right?
I mean, you're pretty close. Yeah.
We're gonna,
I mean,
we're just
that's-
gonna end it, right? I'm gonna stop the recording. He's gonna come back. He's gonna pretend like it's still going, and then it's not going anymore. All right, good.
Well, that was the.
So yeah, that's it. No, it's not it. But we are going to kind of awkwardly just ramble about no topics or anything until he gets back. It's kind of, it's like a car. Can't drive a car with four-wheel car with three wheels. Kind of the same thing. Three-wheel car with two wheels doesn't work. Doesn't work. You just drag ass the whole time. Just dragging ass. So, speaking of cars, have you seen the show Fastest Car?
No.
Dude, it's a good show. They take 3 cars that people have built and 1 car that somebody bought, and they race them against each other to see which one wins. It's a quarter mile drag race. So they got like.
So let me
3
explain to you why you're wrong.
All right. So you got 3 cars that were built. First car is like an old Studebaker body. This guy in a wheelchair built it. Good story. Second car is like this truck that this Hollywood stuntman built. He has a bunch of cars. It's like this pickup truck. And third car was a Honda Odyssey, like minivan, that this nerd built. And he had it hooked up to telemetry and was balancing it perfectly, and it was super fast. It was nuts. And then the car that was bought was a Ford GT40, like a 2006 version. Their little homage, super fast. And it's funny because the 3 people that built their cars all have good stories, and it's like super positive. And then the guy that bought his car is just a douchebag. Like, just talking about how much money he has and how he likes his car. Everyone else is talking about how they're prepping for the race. And, we're doing this to the car, and we're, prepping, and this is how I built the car, and this is why I built the car. And the rich guy's like, yeah, I bought this because it's fast and it looked really cool. And, they're like, what are you going to do to prep for the race? He's like, not really much to do for preparation. It's just kind of drop the fucking clutch and go, And, dude, it's so funny. He's not even that big of a douchebag. He's just got a lot of money, so it comes across that way, the way they put it together. But they all raced, and he came in second. He didn't win. It was pretty funny. The car that he laughed at. He was just walking around this car laughing at it. It's a show called Fastest Car, James, since you just, I guess, opted out of that 45 seconds of the podcast.
Sorry,
Thought
man.
you
I
might
had to
be
go. I
wondering.
had to go pee.
It's a Netflix original series. It's about cars. They take 3 cars that people built, race them against 1 car that somebody bought. I think you heard the rest. So
I
just
did.
catching you up, giving
Cool.
you a play-by-play.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Now you're informed. We didn't talk about the submarine.
I didn't think you would, which is fine because I'm gonna talk about the submarine. You guys ready?
Sure.
Funk, you ready?
Sure.
All right. So in a training exercise.
Okay, this is why you're wrong.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Why am I wrong though?
Well,
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we were all on the same page. Anyways, so
Go ahead.
so most submarines are nuclear powered, right? We're all aware of that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, the Swedes built a Gotland class submarine that is diesel powered that uses a Stirling engine. So as the piston compresses, it gets hot. As it expands, it gets cool, right? So it works like a standard piston. But it's a closed system. So it's got liquid oxygen and diesel fuel in there. I mean, there's some other shit that goes into it, but I didn't read that far because as I started reading farther into it, I didn't understand any of the terms and was swiftly running out of time because I discovered this at like 6 a.m. this morning. But it's a super stealth and sunk the USS Ronald Reagan in a training exercise. There, because there's 2 kinds of sonar. There's active sonar, which sends out a ping, bing, and then as it bounces, like orcas, they send out a sound. That sound hits something and then comes back, and then they judge that distance. And then there's passive, which just listens for sounds, right? So this submarine, because everything is internal, it doesn't make a sound. Nuclear subs have to cool off and cool off the power supply, and there's something about how the cooling process works that makes noise. But this diesel engine, this Stirling engine, doesn't make noise the same way that nuclear engines do. So they couldn't hear it, and it beat the U.S. Navy. It sunk an aircraft carrier, and the Ronald Reagan didn't even know until it was too late, and then they couldn't find it because it was gone again.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Said the Swedes?
Yeah.
No, man,
And
sweet.
the Stirling engine isn't new. That's what they used at the beginning of the the Industrial Revolution to run trains. It's essentially the same style engine.
Just underwater.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was fucking.
So, how long did the crew live after working in that thing?
What do you mean? It was it was a training exercise.
I imagine the fumes would be pretty, stout. Diesel engine, submarine. I mean, I guess nuclear radiation in a submarine isn't that much better.
But it's contained within the power cells.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I don't know. There was.
I don't know. The people that make those things are way smarter than me, so I just whatever.
maybe it like poops it out as it scoots along. poops out the radiation. It's got to go somewhere, you know. He just shoots it into the ocean.
Well, and all the
No worse than Japan.
all the exhaust from the diesel engine was kept inside so it wouldn't make a sound. I don't know how that worked. Like I said,
yeah, see,
I don't know how it works.
That's the part that's confusing, right there. So the crew is just sacrificed to the submarine.
No, it wasn't.
Actually-
it wasn't like it was
actually-
pumped into the, I guess,
Yeah, no, I
cabin or
understand
whatever
that.
whatever the inside of a submarine is called.
The hull?
Yes.
Hull, I think.
No,
yeah,
that's
hull?
the shell.
Okay.
That would be inside the shell, right?
No, the
Keeps it
hull-
with interior of the hull.
The hull is just the shell. Because if
Okay,
you've
but
got a
inside of that is everything within it, so it is within the hull. Once again,
yeah, but the inside of the hull isn't called the isn't called the hull. Because if you have a door that blows off, you don't call it a breach in the hull. But if somebody punches a hole in the shell of the submarine, that's a hull breach.
well, I get that, but I'm saying if it stays within the submarine, it is within the hull of the ship.
It's like
It is inside the ship.
it's like the yolk of an egg being called the interior of the shell. It's still true. He's just kind of being an asshole about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. yeah. I'm trying to find it on the Googs.
The Googs.
But I'm not seeing it. But what is the interior of a submarine called?
It might, you know what? I might be wrong, and it might be called the hull. But I thought the hull was the outer shell.
I mean, I think it is.
Yeah, you're right.
The
I
cabin,
mean,
It's the shell of the.
yeah, the cabin, maybe?
because you know, you got to adjust the cabin pressure. I mean, you got to do that in an airplane too, and airplanes have hulls, right? I don't fucking know, man.
The pressure hull is what it is.
What? Really?
Pressure hull.
Pressure
There
hull?
is there's the outer hull. That's a hard word to say for me. I'm sorry.
Outer hull.
The outer hull, which is called the casing in the Royal Navy, or light hull. That's also another name for it. And then the hull that has to withstand a pressure difference would be the inner hull, or the pressure hull, as I saw on a
whatever.
different. Listen, I don't have one direct source to pull this from. This is from like the top 10, and just kind of cluster fucking all of the things together.
Yeah, it's a light hull, or the outer hull.
Yeah, that would be the.
Yeah, so
The shell.
The light hull is like the inside
See,
because it doesn't withstand the pressure, but it encapsulates
here
everything
it is.
that's inside.
Pressure hull. The pressure hull
Okay.
is generally constructed of thick, high-strength steel.
That
with
would
a
be the outer one.
complex- That would be the inner one. It holds the pressure of the cabin.
Right? That makes sense.
As far as I can see. Now,
Yeah,
There's
whatever.
your daily submarine knowledge.
yeah, see? Here is a picture of the Type 21 U-boat from late World War II with pressure hull almost fully enclosed inside the light hull. So, yeah. So there is that.
Okay. Well, whatever.
So now everyone should understand.
I wanna
about
drive a
the
submarine.
hulls of a submarine.
You want to drive one?
Fuck yeah, dude.
That would be pretty kick-ass.
Yeah, pretty sweet.
There's like not much you can hit, you know. You
Yeah,
just
it's the
kinda
fucking
go.
ocean.
Yeah, just find a spot that's fairly deep and just go.
Yeah, well,
There's
whatever.
the
Outside
the
hull,
picture in
inside
question.
hull. It's, well, whatever. You know what I mean? My guess. No.
right.
Fuck it.
I mean, for sure, whatever. But just in case, it's good information to have. You never know when somebody's gonna hold a gun up against your head. What's the difference between a light hull and a pressure hull on a Type 21 U-boat from late World War II?
Speaking
And
of
you'd be like,
speaking
I
of
know
World
that
War
answer.
II,
The pressure hull is almost fully enclosed inside the light hull. Please leave me alone. I have a family.
speaking of World War II, you get
The weather here is crazy, isn't it?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
yes.
It was like 70, 80 degrees all week, and now it's like 40.
Do you know why? Because the planet Nibiru is supposed to crash into Earth next Monday. Not this upcoming Monday.
But the Monday after,
Next Monday. On the 23rd. Yep. The
Planet
last
X.
day of Backwoods. Planet X. Oh, yeah. Don't know if you heard about that, but that is...
I feel like if it was going to crash into us in a week, we would somewhat see it.
It's going so fast, bro.
I was about to say, I don't think we would see it until like it's way too late if we even got a chance to see it at all.
And I mean, there's a cover-up for sure to prevent widespread panic,
Right.
you know?
And we're just going to be
Here's-
looking at conspiracy theorists.
Yeah. Here's the thing.
Tell me the
That's
thing.
That's the day Backwoods is over, and I have to go back to work. So maybe the best day for an apocalypse ever. I don't know. But if it's gonna happen, that wouldn't be a terrible day for it to happen on. You know what I
That-
mean?
I'll
If
drink
it's-
to
If
that.
it's gotta happen.
I mean,
If it's gotta happen. You know.
Speaking of
As long as it's
Backwoods,
Before
speaking of Backwoods, we're gonna meet at the gas station at the bottom of the mountain, and then head inside.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Did you get your ticket information all figured out?
Yeah. Yes. I've still got to purchase the Thursday arrival pass, but
Well,
I've got everything else.
whenever we get done with this, I'm gonna drag Lolly across town. Excuse me. I'm gonna drag Lolly across town, and we're gonna pick up stuff to
can't
make a
believe you'd say
flag.
that in public.
What?
Drag her across town.
Yeah. I'm gonna.
Like by her hair? Or what?
Well, I was just gonna tie her hands to the steering wheel, and have her stand outside the car and run as fast as she can, and then obviously she won't be able to do 65 miles an hour.
Right turns are going to be a bitch with her hands back to the steering wheel. She went, oh, wait. That's all my slack. That's all my slack.
No, we're gonna go around town. I'm low-key worried that we're not gonna have. No, we'll figure it out. We need more camp space. We need more camp space.
More camp space, huh?
Yes. Brilliant
For-
idea. Well, because we're gonna have
Hit me with
we're
it.
gonna have 3 cars.
Right.
Why don't one of y'all, why don't you buy the extra camp pass, the upgrade camp pass, and then we can have 2 giant camp spots. Then we'll have a
How
camp.
much is the upgrade?
I'll send it to you.
Okay. Because while that much space would be ideal, that's not too bad. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I'll definitely let you know. Because that would be ideal. We have what, 7 people coming?
Yeah. 7 people in 3 vehicles.
Right.
So we could have one spot that's half taken by 3 vehicles, and then have the giant.
Absolutely ginormous mega tent.
Yeah.
It's gonna be gigantic.
Yeah. Yeah.
My hopes are high.
Make sure you've got lots of slant to it for the rain.
For sure.
That's
For sure.
That's why we've got the giant 20 by 30 tarp and my 10 by 20 tarp. And if we get the extra camp upgrade, then we'll have what's it called?
Make sure you have like really
Space?
good stakes.
Yes.
Because if the ground gets wet and it's windy, that's gonna be a bitch.
I've got phenomenal stakes. I've got stakes better than Trump steaks. And I don't know if you've ever
I thought
had
you were
Trump
vegan.
steaks, but apparently I haven't. But apparently they are the best steaks. I don't know. I can only
Has he
I can only go by word of mouth, and I've never heard anything bad about Trump steaks. You know what I'm saying? Good steak.
Good steak. Now I want steak.
Me too, but I don't eat meat.
I think this is the first time in my life that a vegan person has made me want to eat steak. Like, by talking about how good steak was.
Without being like a spiteful thing.
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
okay,
Without
that's
it
because
being like,
look.
I'm
let me
gonna go
let
eat
me
a
explain
steak.
this to you real quick. Let me
Look at this
explain
cow
something
I'm
to
eating.
you real quick. My dietary choice is not.
Oh no,
Is-
we've been over this in an episode.
Have we?
Yes, we have.
Yeah.
It's a health
a
reason
health
for you. It's
reason,
not
yeah.
a because they kill animals.
So
Right.
I occasionally eat meat.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it's not good for you.
And I mean, in moderation.
Anyways,
Yeah.
everything is good for
It's
you in moderation.
Delicious.
I mean, I don't necessarily want to live to be like 80 and shit.
All right, dog. I'm gonna need you to
That's old.
the fuck up. Yeah.
If I can't control my like bowels and things, that's when I'm done.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the day that I shit myself, and it's because I couldn't control it, I am just going to myself in a drug binge. I'm going to drug binge myself to death the day that I shit my pants because I couldn't control it.
Without being drunk.
Bro, that's pretty dramatic. That happens sometimes, you know?
No, if
People get sick. That is pretty...
name
It's a
one
pre-
time you've
it's a
been
pretty
so
far
sick.
step.
Name one time you've been so sick that you shit your fucking pants.
I've never been so sick that I've shit my pants, but I know people who have been so sick that they've shit their pants.
Were
For sure.
Were they
it
old
happens.
people?
No.
Then they shit their pants on purpose.
No.
No,
Okay,
he
listen.
means like unwillingly cannot control it on a like general style all the time basis.
Well, not on an all the time basis, but he
Yeah.
just said, if I shit my pants because
I
I
guess
can't
it's-
control it, I'm gonna myself.
I mean, if it's like
Then,
a constant
then
shit your
what
pants
kind
because
of
you can't
what
control
kind of
it.
shit his what kind of sick was this person?
Like flu, can't get up, sick as fuck, like everything sick, like dying sick, but got better. You know, not
Then he
like
wasn't
actually dying sick, but dying sick. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He was
mean,
lazy
yeah.
and didn't want to get up.
False.
Was it you? It sounds
it
like
was
it
not
sounds
me.
like you're making excuses for yourself, and you're saying that
No.
you got sick with the flu, and then
Nope.
shit your pants because you were quote
Not
unquote
what happened.
so sick.
Not what happened. I'm speaking for
if this person
someone I know.
if this person was
sure.
that sick, then they should have been hospitalized.
Probably. And eventually did get hospitalized, maybe for that reason.
Because they shit themselves?
So, because they were sick, bro. People get sick in different ways. And you're being insensitive about it.
I'm not known for my sensitivity here.
Right.
Not known for my sensitivity. If I was,
listen,
I wouldn't have
all I'm
introduced the
saying
entire world to the
is that
beautiful image
sometimes-
of an 80s porno intro.
Listen, sometimes people can shit themselves. And, it's not literally the end of the world. I'm just gonna myself.
No, okay. Well, let me rephrase that. If I get so sick that I should be hospitalized and decide not to hospitalize myself, and I shit my pants because of that, I am going to drug binge myself to death because I'm an asshole. I'm not saying that this person is an asshole. I am speaking only for myself. This person might have been like, "No, I'm fine. It'll go away." Then they woke up and they were like, "Oh God, it didn't go away, and it's so bad that I literally can't help but shit my pants." And then they shit their pants. And that's on them. That's on them. But if I wake up and I'm like, "Oh my God, I don't think I can control my poop," I'm going to hospitalize myself or binge myself to death.
Fair.
Personally, that's how I'll handle that situation.
I think
Maybe.
you should just shit your pants, bro.
I'm not going to shit my pants, man.
Do it right now for the podcast. Do it for the views, bro.
I'm not doing it. Do it for the Vine. Hey,
views.
speaking of Vine, do you guys miss Vine?
No.
Oh,
Do you miss Vine?
I do. Vine was fun. I personally never posted anything to Vine, but Vine was fun to watch.
There
Yeah,
were a few that were
people
fun.
started getting hurt.
Getting what?
Hurt trying to do stupid stuff for the Vine.
Well, that's on
People
them.
are always
That's on
gonna
them
get
for
hurt
being
doing
dumb.
Stupid stuff.
I'm
Yeah.
just talking about the silly videos.
Yeah, some of them are great.
Yeah, 6 seconds.
Yeah, you get 6 seconds. Good luck.
I'm talking about like the chick that jumped off her what is that thing? It's like a balcony but inside. You know what I'm talking about? Where you've
A balcony inside.
an indoor balcony. I guess that's what
Yeah.
it's called. But she
The balconies of the interior.
yeah, the interior balcony. She jumped off the interior balcony, the second story interior balcony. And I don't know what she
Probably
was
has a
expecting to
fancy word.
happen, but she fell and like crumpled under her own weight and gravity and was just shocked that it happened and just crawled across the floor to stop the video and then decided to post it to Vine. That's a good one.
Hold on. All right. So let's see.
So interior balcony, would that have some kind of fancy word?
I couldn't tell you.
Kind of like a non-plastic pitcher. What's that word again?
Carafe.
Carafe.
I
That's
think I
probably
found
what
it.
a,
I think I
interior
found it.
balcony is called too. It's a
Oh, here's a
carafe.
compilation of them.
Post it in the chat.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find the right one. Is it a black chick?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I found it.
She just crumples under her own weight and then is just shocked that she crumpled under her own weight. She's not a big girl. She's fairly small.
There it is.
Yeah. Yes. Bam! And then she's like, "Oh fuck. Oh god." And then stops the video. Yeah. Yeah,
All right, let's.
that's some good shit.
Oh.
That shit cracks me up every time.
Looks like it hurts so bad.
Holy shit, dude.
It's funny as fuck,
Sick.
man. Oh god.
Like, what did she think was gonna happen? Was she trying to just come out of the frame to in the frame to be the video?
I don't know, but she must have.
She meant to like land on her feet and just be like, "Whoa, where did I come from?"
I can watch this video 1,000 times and it's funny every time.
That noise she makes.
Yeah. There's a link in the description over in the Discord. Go to the notifications. It's a good video. Join the Discord. Head on over to patreon.com/the Rambles podcast and subscribe.
You sell out, bro.
Shameless plug. I almost said harmless plug. Shameless plug. I've got no problem plugging our patreon.com/the Rambles podcast.
Definitely not harmless. Harm somebody.
No, our podcast. Well, it might harm somebody's feelings, but it's okay to have your feelings hurt. It's okay. You'll live. You can't be killed because I call you something you don't like. I tell you something you don't want to hear.
Or the intro to an 80s porno.
Yeah, or you happen to catch the intro to an 80s porno. That's not going to kill you.
Yeah, because guess what? If you don't like it, you can fast forward. It's not live.
Well, they already listened to it, so...
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
The mic.
This entire time, they're going to have to continue to... every time I bring up 80s porno, they're going to remember that I vividly described the intro to an 80s porno. And by the way, none of that... I just want to make sure that all the listeners out there are aware that none of the 80s porno was cut in there. I'm doing that by myself. 80s porno. 80s porno.
I think that was understood.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want anybody
It's
to
like
think that
fluently in sentences, you know.
Well, but you're the best audio engineer on the planet, so they just might think that you're so good that you can make it sound very fluid in conversation. 80s porno.
Yeah, but the thing is, I'm not even close to the best audio engineer on the planet. I appreciate it, but
and also, every time you say 80s porno, it's not the exact same.
80s porno.
80s porno. That was a little different. I wanted to change things up. I'm testing the waters.
I actually really liked that one.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna use a lot of these. So give me as many of those as you want.
Go through, cut all of those, and add those somewhere.
Just scattered throughout the episode.
Sound clips.
Yeah.
It's a bonus episode of just you saying 80s porno over and over and over.
Anytime the words 80s porno is said during the show, you need to cut those and just soundbite those together so that it becomes its own animal, and we can use that. We'll post that as well. That'll be...
Yeah, that's like
You can...
literally a Xeroxed copy of exactly what I just said.
Yeah.
Bonus episode, just you saying 80s porno
Yeah.
over and over and over.
Which, by the way, you'll
Yeah.
be able to get at patreon.com/Rambles podcast.
Oh, are you're making them pay for these bonus episodes?
Well, I mean, yeah. Because
This has been the Rambles podcast.
Because the episode for
I'm out.
oh. All right. Well, I guess this has been the Rambles podcast. We are your hosts. Head on over to patreon.com/the Rambles podcast. Hit the link down in the description for Discord. Join our Discord server. Well, this is awkward.
So, yeah, that's all the stuff.
No, yeah, the episode that we're gonna record next week, while you and I are at Backwoods, we need to probably Tuesday night, the day before this episode goes up, record an episode for next week. And that'll be our standard episode. And then the episode that we record at Backwoods. No, we'll just make the episode that we record next week at Backwoods the episode. I was originally thinking of having the Backwoods episode be a bonus episode. Leave a comment in the description below and let us know what you think. We're gonna upload this episode a little earlier than we usually do. Well, hopefully a little earlier than we usually do, so that we can get some feedback in the next few days.
Sorry. So I couldn't help but go back and look at how many views each of our episodes has gotten, and I was surprised to see the first episode I think got like 21. I mean, there's like a 17 in there, but it's kind of tapered off a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. I try to post all the links in I try and tweet all the links and see if I can, get more views. I have a Facebook, but I am not on Facebook. I don't use Facebook anymore. I hate Facebook. It's a fucking cesspool.
Yeah.
Because I've got family members that don't understand what's going on or how things are going on in the world. Like when California was having the fires a couple months ago when California was on fire. I had family members telling California that they deserve it. I had friends telling California that they deserve it. And I've got friends that live in California. And I don't think that California deserves to be set on fire because that's people's homes and lives. And these friends and family of mine were talking about how it's California's fault because they've been changing the landscape. We've been doing that since we arrived.
Changing the landscape, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck them all.
Fuck them. Burn, bitch, is what they were saying.
Right. No, yeah. So, one thing that I've stopped Facebooking also, pretty much completely. But one thing that has come good out of Facebook recently is the memes from the Zuckerberg trying to explain Facebook to old people.
Yeah.
In the government. I love it.
Yeah, some of that shit's pretty good.
The memes are...
Yeah, okay, so I've seen this fast travel meme. Stop posting everything in notifications. These aren't notifications. Well,
that's a notification.
These three
You told us to post it.
No.
Yeah,
this is literally where you said to post it.
That we talk about.
It's recorded.
Well, I was talking about the electric superbike. And then the girl falling was, of course, obviously necessary. And then this Zuckerberg meme is also necessary. But most of these need to go in general. Also, anybody listening, if you're...
There's only 3 things in that one.
Well, that's why I'm just making sure that you guys are aware that not everything needs to be posted in the notifications,
Is that like to send out a notification to people like, hey,
Yeah.
people,
Oh, well-
this is happening right this second?
Yeah.
Well, then why'd you tell me to put it in notifications?
Because these 3 things need to be in notifications. I just want to make sure that we don't post everything in notifications. Yo. Okay. Look at this picture, and then look at the guy to the left of Zuckerberg, and tell me that dude's not masturbating.
That's part of his hive mind, bro. He's tapping into it.
That is a masturbation face. That is that man's
Yeah.
face. That is Jesus Christ. If I don't stop now, I'm gonna blow a fat load all over the back of Zuck's head.
Gross.
'80s porno.
Did you did you see his booster seat?
Yes. Yes, I did.
Yeah. That's wonderful.
Oh, it's beautiful. I can't believe they put this guy in a booster seat.
Yeah, why did they give him a booster seat?
Because he's short and he wouldn't have reached the table. He would look like a goober, like a little kid.
He looks like a
on
goober
trial.
now. This man's got dead
Not
fish
too-
eyes.
Oh god, it's
He has no eyebrows. That is a shadow from the brow bone. Those aren't eyebrows. Those are shadows. He's got no
he
eyebrows.
is a robot.
He's got.
Here's a
Oh man.
here's a good picture.
Yeah. Have you guys seen the wax sculpture? It looks more human than he does.
Does it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
It's funky to look at. Like, there's a meme. I think I was just searching. I was just on Twitter, and somebody posted a meme side by side of the wax sculpture and the real thing, and the wax sculpture literally looks more real than he does,
That's
and
weird.
that kind of fucked me up.
Do you have the picture? Oh. Well, wish I could see it, James.
I know I'm dropping the ball as per usual. You know,
Oh yeah.
bring in topics to talk about. Don't bring in pictures, illustrations, so that you guys understand what I'm talking about.
I posted something on the electric bikes that I was talking about.
Yeah, I posted the meme.
I posted the Vine that you were talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah, you sure did. You sure
yeah.
did.
You guys are the research team. You guys are the illustration team, and I'm the topic team. That's a fucking briefcase.
No, that is
No.
totally a booster
I know it's a
seat.
booster seat.
I mean, even if it is a briefcase, it's being used as a booster seat, so it's a booster seat. You know?
That's gotta be hella uncomfortable because it's forcing him to lean forward.
Yeah, oh yeah. Good.
He is, dude. He is short.
5'7". Shorter than me.
God damn. I didn't realize he was so fucking short.
He's shorter than me by like a good 3 inches, which is, you know,
I can
it's quite a bit.
I can
when
put my chin on the
Here's-
top of that man's head.
Here's another picture. That's Zuckerberg.
All three of them just came.
Yeah. Hive minding.
All 4 of them just came together. They all climaxed at the same time. Because they were thinking about 80s porno.
Yeah, they had just got done listening to this podcast that we're recording about it right now.
And they were like,
perfect. That was a vivid, perfect description.
They were like,
of my
that
favorite
is,
style
that
of
is
porno.
beautiful.
Vintage.
Fantastic. I've never had a better image of an 80s porno in my mind than I did with this podcast. 80s porno. How long have we been recording for?
About an hour 25. That's what I've got.
That's a pretty good stopping point. What do you guys think?
Sure.
I mean, I don't have anything. I don't have anything else. I mean, we can sit here.
Sure. Yeah. All right. So yeah, we're done.
Yeah, we're done.
Hope you guys didn't want to listen to us talk some more because you're out of luck.
All right. Well, this has been another episode of the Rambles podcast. Thanks for listening. Go to theramblespodcast.com/the Rambles podcast. Wait, no, that was wrong. Go to patreon.com/the Rambles podcast. And support us there. YouTube. God damn it. All the links are in the description below. Follow the fucking links and we'll get you squared away. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you again next week. If you're a Patreon-y, we'll have the bonus episode up there. The Discord will be in the link. There's a link in the description. If you're on YouTube, below. Spotify, our RSS feed will be up soon. Yes, the YouTube page. I did talk about the YouTube page. I know you guys can't hear the research team. Thanks again for listening. We'll talk to you guys later. See you next week. Bye. Oh, that was a fucking hot mess. Oh god, it's still recording. No.